I suddenly got a call from a guy from Futurense, and he said, "Hey, you can go to US without IELTS, without GRE, without GMAT." So I'm trying to make friends who are European, American, Mexican courses. If I had done here, it would have costed me way more. Pretty
And
good
get that
investment.
IIM certification as well.
Yes, and get the IIM
Because-
certificate. So now my go-to place is Chipotle. Eating that samosa in Chicago hits different. And then there is a concept of individualism here more that people realize when they come here.
While talking, you told me in 2 months you yourself got references in Microsoft, Amazon, Google.
If you message 50 people from Apple, 49 will not reply, but one will reply.
Hi guys, today I'm at DePaul where I'm talking to one of the students, one of the candidates of the Futurense US pathway about his whole experience, about how his life here and all of that. So hi Abhishek, hi, how's it going?
Hi Raghu.
How's everything going?
Well, it's going good. Getting colder day by day, but pretty much the weather has been kind.
So you were
Not
just
very
showing
harsh.
me your Instagram.
Yeah.
And on that Instagram you were showing me pictures of the fun you are having here.
Yes.
And all your friends are Americans. So
Well-
I'll tell you, this is a good feedback for you, and this is something I tell everyone, that when you come here, try to make friends outside of just Indians. And I think you are doing that.
Yeah, because I came here to learn about their culture. So I'm trying to make friends who are European, American, Mexican, people from all over the world. You get to meet them here. Why not make them your friends?
No, I think that is the smartest thing to do. So I really applaud you for that. And I know it's not easy.
Yeah.
So good, kudos on that. Now, Abhishek, people want to know about your journey of the Futurense US pathway, where you did 30% of your coursework in India online with
Yes.
the IIM, and the 70% you are doing here. Now, firstly, tell us, how did you get to know about Futurense? Any doubts you had in the beginning? And how did the overall process go?
Okay. So I'll start a bit back in 2020 when I was planning to go to a different country. And but then COVID hit and all my plans of going were waste. But then after 4 years, I suddenly got a call from a guy from Futurense, and he said, "Hey, you can go to US without IELTS, without GRE, without GMAT." And that was kind of a hurdle because every time I thought about going to US, I was like, "Oh no, I'll have to prepare for IELTS, prepare for GMAT, blah blah blah, long process." But then he said, "You don't have to give any of that, and you can just directly go to US by doing a small course here." That's how I got introduced to it, and I did a little bit of research about it, and it was legit, so I started.
Perfect. Now, overall your experience, where you did 30% of your coursework in India. So a lot of people find it very hectic, but I'm sure you also found it hectic.
Yes.
But once it is done, do you see the benefit of that? Like, it helps you save money, it helps you save time, it gives you credibility. So talk a bit about this dual coursework.
Okay. So the same courses, if I had done here, it would have costed me way more than what I paid for the IIM course. Apart from that, I think the quality of professors you get from IIM is also pretty good. And the courses are designed in a way that it would not affect your work schedule. I was a working professional. People with me were also working. But it didn't really affect that at all. Yes, we had to make some sacrifices on parties and weekends and all. But yes, if you have a goal like coming to US, save money, not give GRE, GMAT, it's a pretty
And
good
get that
investment.
IIM certification as well.
Yes, and get the IIM
Because
certification.
on one side you're getting a full degree. So a lot of people, including you if I'm not wrong, are confused that will I get a regular degree
Huh.
if I do the Futurense US pathway.
Yes.
So now what, are you getting a regular degree here?
Yes, I will get the same degree that everyone else will get. Apart from that, there is one very good benefit if people could make use of it. I have not seen people doing it, and I would suggest if anyone else is coming, that try to stay in touch with the professors from IIM, because this is your doorway to meet some of the most brilliant professors in the country. And if you start talking, try connecting to them. Try to make a good impression. Try connecting to them. They can be really helpful to you.
No, that's a fantastic advice. Now let's talk about your life in Chicago.
Ah, okay.
So tell me, ki when you came here, कुछ बेसिक चीजें करनी होती है, like सिम
Yes.
कार्ड, बैंक वगैरह
हाँ.
वगैरह, ओरिएंटेशन वीक. सो टेल मी द फर्st 2 weeks of coming to the US. क्या क्या सेट किया, what how was the entire process?
For the first week, I would say it was. I was just mesmerized by the place I was living at because I live near the lake.
Oh.
Yes, and it's.
How did you get this place?
I am a Gujarati. I had a lot of friends who were living here.
So one suggestion that before coming, if you know people or you know people who know people
Yes.
in that particular city,
Yes.
reach out to them.
Reach out to them. If you can't reach out to them, find people on LinkedIn.
Acha, simple.
If you reach out to 20 people, 2 will respond.
ये हुआ आपके साथ?
Yes.
You saw that happen?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
And yes, so first 3-4 days, all I did was entire days. I woke up, I went to the lake, saw sunrises, saw sunsets, had a little fun. But then, okay, then you have to start doing things. You have to get a bank account. You have to get a SIM card. Getting a SIM card was a little tricky because there are a lot of providers, and then you get confused which one to pick. So yeah, that took 3-4 days. Then the bank account. So initially you will have a little bit of hectic time, a little bit of chaos, because you'll have to manage a lot of things. Then you'll be like, where to get the food? I'm a vegetarian,
Oh, you're vegetarian.
yes. So finding
Is
veg.
that tough, managing it?
Yes, finding veg good food is a little bit difficult.
What do you usually eat?
So now my go-to place is Chipotle.
No, I was just about to say Chipotle, but it's just opposite.
Yes,
I was also having my lunch there. I planned to have my lunch there only.
yes. So now my go-to place is Chipotle. But there are Indian restaurants here. There are Indian markets here. Once you
You
explore,
know what
you
I've
can-
realized? बाहर आके coming abroad and eating Indian food is very fun.
Yes,
मतलब मुझे समझ नहीं आता क्यों.
yes,
I will not eat Indian food when I'm in India.
yes.
But
True.
when I travel abroad, I don't know, there's some fascination in your head.
Exactly.
नहीं?
Yes, it is. Matlab, eating that samosa in Chicago hits different.
It's different.
Yes.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about samosa or something?
Yes, I'm talking about samosa.
No, so tell us, right? From viewpoint of academics, how is the classroom here? How is it different? How are the professors, teaching assistants, all of that? Like, कैसा है? How is it?
Here, so the major difference that I've found about the US education is that in India they are very focused on teaching the entire curriculum, no matter what institute you are in.
Yeah.
They would be like, from scratch till the end, they will go through the entire book, the entire chapter. In US, it's a bit different. They would give you a basic introduction of what you are supposed to do. And then the assignments they'll give you will be a little different than what they have taught. So you need to have a concept clarity. Until you have that, you won't be able to do the assignments and the projects. So that's something that makes you work on your own. And then there is a concept of individualism here more, that people realize when they come here, that India is we have a very socialist kind of idea where people are in groups. Here, most of the things you try to do individually. So even your projects, assignments, you'll have to do alone. That's fun because that makes you work, makes you think. That's the major difference, I would say.
So now, as we know that US on one side is about individualistic approaches,
Yes.
but on the other side, it's all about networking, it's all about coordination, it's all about that community feeling. And while talking, you told me in 2 months, you yourself got references in Microsoft, Amazon, Google. कैसे किया ये? How did you do it?
So first of all, it's just been 1 month since I've been
1
here.
month. Sorry.
And another is that you start networking when you are in India, not when you come here. Because
One very important thing, start networking when you are in India. Don't wait to come to the US and start networking. आपका जब admission letter आ जाए, जब आपका I-20 हो जाए, start networking in the US.
start networking and go to LinkedIn. People are really helpful, and just cold message them on LinkedIn. If you message 50 people from Apple, 49 will not reply, but one will reply. And that one guy, you just need one referral to get in, right?
Yeah.
So that one person or two people who would reply, just tell them genuinely what you are going through. That I'm a working professional in India. I'm making this transition. It will be a new country. I just told my story entirely to everyone. I was like, I'm coming to US. It would be a new country. I don't know anything about the culture, not the city, not your company, anything. But I'm trying to talk to people like you. I'm trying to get some guidance. I'm just a student. do that. Just tell your honest story to people, and out of 100, 2, 3 would reply. But you have to be patient. You can't say I texted 10 people, they didn't reply. So that would not work.
Now you are studying MSBA, right?
Yes.
Masters in Business Analytics. If you had to just quickly summarize in 1 or 2 lines, what are some very interesting things you're looking forward to in this program?
Okay. So as far as DePaul is concerned, we have courses in electives which are related to data science and healthcare. These are the 2 things that I'm interested in. They also have electives in marketing and supply chain and different things. But I am particularly interested in the data science and healthcare field. So I would be taking those electives. Apart from that, the professors here are very helpful. So normally what you do is they give you assignments, and then you do those assignments and your work is done. But if you reach out to the professors and tell them that, no, I'm interested in doing something more, they'll give you, not only give you more, you will build a connection that would help you in future also.
So communication with the professor is very critical.
And willingness to do more
If
work.
you remember, we did a webinar before you guys came here, where I called my professor from college.
Yes.
Brajesh sir. I don't know if you were part of that webinar or not.
I was a part of it.
So that's something we mentioned. The building that relationship with the professor is very important and very underrated.
Yes.
Perfect. So now 1 or 2 last questions.
Okay.
First question, that when you heard of Futurense, the Futurense US pathway, did you also feel it's too good to be true? It sounds scammy, I don't know what it is, or did you believe in whatever we are saying?
No. Any working professional in India or any student would not believe this, because if anyone calls you up and says you don't have to give IELTS, you don't have to give GRE, you don't have to give GMAT, and you directly get admission to a good university in US, it was not believable.
Along with IIM, IIT part.
Yes. So, but a lot of people actually try calling other students. I didn't do that. I just did one thing. It's a very good strategy. I called IIM admissions office, just made one call. I called the IIM admissions office. I said, do you have a course like this? Provide me a link. They gave me the link. I went to the link. If it is on the IIM website, it has to be legit. IIM cannot scam you. I don't know about, I may not have known about Futurense, but I know about IIMs. If it is on their website, it must be legit. It is impossible for it to not be legit. Otherwise, the IIM is scamming. That's not possible.
Right.
So I just made one call to IIM and I was sure it's legit.
Perfect. Cool, man. So I think you speak very well. I think this is something I want to tell everyone. Your communication is very important and your networking skills are very important. Like, since we started talking, he's already built a relationship with me. And I think that is something we all need to learn. Now, if you had to give one piece of advice to anyone who's planning to come to the US to do their masters through the Futurense US pathway to any university, what would that one piece of advice be?
So one is, again, try and network with as many people as you can. Do not think that any person you think, oh, no, he can't help me. Or don't try to be that I'll only network with people with big tags or big positions.
As a matter of fact, the big tags people don't reply.
Exactly.
Chote wale kar denge, medium wale kar denge.
Exactly. So meet everyone with an idea that whoever you are meeting, try to give them something. If I come here and say, hey, what are you doing for me? You're not
So aap
interested.
kya dete? What do you do when you reach out to people?
If you can't give anything, give a smile.
Wow, that is such a great answer. I think fantastic. And bro, your articulation is very good. You speak very well. And I am very hopeful and very bullish about your future. And appreciate you choosing the Futurense US pathway. And I'm glad you had a great experience. Thank you.